Well, it's been quite a while since I put a video out, but frankly I wasn't feeling in the mood. Our November started really well, the first half of November, it was really good, and then it went rapidly downhill after that, and I'll tell you all about that in a minute. So early in November, my brother and his family arrived first of all, staying in a hotel in Corralejo for his 60th birthday. And then a few days after they arrived, my son, his wife and my granddaughter arrived to stay with us for a week. And that was the first time I'd seen my granddaughter since she was 2 weeks old, and now she's 2. So that was especially nice. And here's what we got up to. Right, I've come to El Cotillo today and I've bumped into these two, and this here is Lukey Hole, who has his own channel on YouTube. What's it called, Lukey Hole?
Fuerteventura Vlog.
Yep, so find it and subscribe. I'll leave a link to it in the description. But nice to meet both of you.
Thank you, JP, lovely to meet you. Like and subscribe to JP and Fuerteventura.
Yeah.
Thanks you two. So we're in Corralejo to meet somebody for lunch. Do the usual look at the sea view. Beautiful day today. And the tide's out. An evening out in El Cotillo. And she's still looking for her husband. I think he's found another woman, personally. Coffee with a view while I'm waiting for Jensen, who's at the vet having an x-ray. Poor little devil, keeps limping. There's worse places to sit and wait though. Well, I picked him up from the vet. He's had his x-rays and the poor little chap has arthritis in one of his hips. Just started, which is what's given him jip. Shame, 'cause he's only 7, but it's not too bad at the moment. So he's got a bit of medication to take and we'll see how he gets on. You weren't so keen on that, were you, Jensen? Eh? Weren't so keen on going to sleep at the vet's. Good boy. Sunday morning on a beach. I don't do that very often. But then my family is here. They're over there by the water. My granddaughter's having a paddle.
Ready, Bubba? Shall I jump in?
Yeah, go on, Daddy. Go,
Oh my
Daddy.
God, this is going to be freezing.
Go, Daddy.
Oh! Oh! Yeah, that's cold.
Oh, well, here goes Uncle Toby. Oh, Daddy's come out.
Yeah? It's too splashy. It's alright.
It's not splashy now. As we've had no visitors for the past 18 months or more, we've hardly been out that much. But now that we have, we're out every day. So today we've come to Corralejo for lunch. We just had lunch here. And it was very nice. We initially went to the Canary cafe, sat there for over 10 minutes, never even saw a waiter. Had to go and get our own menus, so I got totally fed up with them and we left and came here instead. What a lovely day. As you can probably see, they are extending the marina. They're building new floating pontoons. Looks like they're going to go right out there. They're obviously expecting a lot more boats to come and moor here, or dock here should I say, not more. I think it's the first time I've sat on a beach for over a year. That's when you come to families here. She's fast asleep in the buggy at the moment. It's a lovely day. And the first of the kite flyers are here, because it's the kite festival this weekend. About a week after our visitors left, took the dogs for a usual dog walk with a load of other dogs, and Oscar particularly had his usual amount of fun, running around like a mad thing, trying to get the other dogs to chase him and what have you. And everything was fine. The next day he started to cough a bit, and the day after he started coughing more, so I took him to the vet. And they examined him and thought he had kennel cough, so they gave me antibiotics for him, and we went home and I started giving him those. So a few days later he was actually worse, so I took him back to the vet and they did x-rays and a blood test, and they could see something on the x-ray in his lungs and thought it was probably the start of sort of pneumonia, because they could see something in there. So we continued with the antibiotics, stronger antibiotics, for a few more days. Well, a couple of days later he was even worse, coughing all the time and unable to lie down and sleep most of the time. You know, it was really uncomfortable for him. So we went back again and they did more x-rays and did an ultrasound, and then discovered that he had a very aggressive form of lung cancer. There was nothing that could be done for him. We could have done a biopsy and potentially have done chemo, but that wouldn't have cured it. It might have given us a few more weeks, but didn't really want to put him through that. And to be honest, he was going downhill so rapidly, I'm not sure he would have even lasted long enough to have got the results of the biopsy. So anyway, 2 days after that, we ended up taking him back to the vet for his last visit. So we had no option but to have him put to sleep, which was very upsetting for us, of course. We miss him like mad. The house is just empty without him. He was such a character. He made us laugh every day. So we've still got Jensen, obviously, and even Jensen's had his problems, because just before Oscar became ill, Jensen started limping, and initially it looked like he had arthritis in his hip, but it turned out he'd actually broken some ligaments in his rear left knee. So in fact, 10 days ago he had an operation on that, and now he's in recovery from that. So it has been a bit of a struggle. We didn't even do Christmas this year. Neither of us were in the mood. We didn't even put up Christmas decorations for the first time since we've been together, for the 30 years we've been together. But, oh well, it's nearly New Year. Anyway, here's a Happy New Year to everybody when it arrives, and here's a few little excerpts of my Oscar. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Ready? Sit. Yes, ready. Take it.
Well done. What have you got here?
Hey boy.
Good boy.
What's this? Eeyore.